Well, true believers, time to do another Mobile Legends game, and I actually achieved Legend rank,
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
but the game that I played wasn't that exciting, so I
5
decided
seconds till
not
the enemy reaches
to
the battle. Launch attack! Smash them!
do a commentary on it.
All troops
So
deployed.
I was able to get Legend, but
The monster was promised to make me a
achieving it was one thing, and then probably I got as high as Legend 4 until I went on a losers streak, and then I'm back to Legend 5 again. So this is what the last game that I played before, the last ranked game I played before the season is. So the usual schedule for today is we're gonna have lunch, and then we're gonna go for a run. So, but before we do that, I wanted to get this gameplay commentary out of the way. So I played this this morning. So as usual, I am helping our core jungler get the buffs from the creeps. So it's not that exciting for me. And so we're just going to watch the beginning game.
You and my master.
So why did I pick this game? So you'll kind of see what kind of teammates I have here. So far there's nothing happening. Just helping the core jungler get his items. And decided to go ahead and go to laning. And over here we've got a Karina assassin. And this character is deadly. It's been revamped recently, and it's getting banned in a lot of games because it's hard to one-shot you from that character. I think that assassin character one-shotted me. So I was left all alone at this tower. So I decided to take a few hits on it and make some money. And I still don't know what the new... They did some updates to the roaming equipment. I never could really understand how roaming works. I tried it a few games in Classic and I don't even know the difference. It turned the roaming equipment into weapons. So I decided not to use it, and I just kind of go with what I normally use. So I was gonna help the jungler, but I noticed that there's two enemies over here. So I decided to keep that person busy. Keep the two enemies busy over here. They're right there. And I'm just going to protect my lane over here and protect my turret. And I'm out of mana. So I decided to go back, and we already started losing here because I think we lost the turtle right there to a fight, even though two enemies were on my lane. Decided to go back and get some mana so I'm not in a situation where, and we got into a team fight. Decided to get into the action. My teammate dies, but I'm gonna try to avenge his death over here. But I so I dashed into a wall there actually. So, but it's okay. Good news is I still haven't died. So this game, how this game is played is about being patient and decision making and being disciplined. A lot of people who play this game don't have the patience or the discipline, so they just kind of throw themselves into the thick of things and they die. So I get like that also. That's why I avoid playing late at night, because ranked games late at night, because late at night is when people are trying to get their stars back from rank. And there, see, as you can see, I instantly got one shot by that
Enemy has been slain.
She's one of the new updated characters. They gave her some buffs, and as you can see, out of nowhere, I was ganked,
Nothing can destroy
and
celestial pulse.
that's why she gets banned a lot. So I mean, I had full health. I was by my tower. Comes in, ambushes me, one shot. There's nothing I can do about it. But that's okay. I'm gonna continue just laning. So that was my one death. You can see I had like the items to try to prevent those kind of one shot. It's okay. It's only early beginning. Later on, as you level up, it gets harder for her to one shot. It's still one shot. I'm gonna try to make sure that doesn't happen again. So the best thing to do is just keep laning over here. Here she comes again. I decided to back out early. There's two of them, so it's weird. I got one teammate that's ready to ambush, and we got the enemy teammate that's ready to ambush. So what is it? So then all of a sudden there's team fight on the side of the map over there. They're over there.
Your team destroyed the turret. Killing spree. Our turret has been destroyed.
So I was able to get the tower while they were fighting around over there. I was able to take down the tower, so that was a good distraction. So they were able to buy me some time. So the enemy is occupied.
You and my master are
So let's see what happens next here. There's really nothing much to comment. So we're ahead. I think we're ahead by. Nope, we're not. We're even in towers. I got one tower on this side, but they were able to get the tower on the other side. So so far it's balanced. So let's continue here. Like I said, the hardest part about this game is teammates that are impatient. Now, you have to keep in mind that there's a large population in this game. A lot of them are like 8-year-olds. So they don't have the patience and discipline to prevent themselves from dying. Once you get a certain skill level, once you get a certain basic understanding of the game, is now it becomes to decision making and teamwork. There's not a lot of teamwork when it comes to solo ranking. Even then, even if you have like people that you play with, like duo, trio, or a 5, it's still hard to coordinate together as a team. But there are professionals out there and semi-professionals and recreational teams out there who know how to work really well and they kind of synergize. But you don't hardly see that in solo. But you do sometimes. It depends on who you get matched up with. Some people work really well, but most of the time, as you can see, everybody is out there. So I gotta do my part. So I gotta do my own thing over here, which is to keep the pressure on.
Your team destroyed a turret.
Level up my character and keep pressuring this lane. So my job is to destroy all the turrets in this game. So the good news is my teammate was able to get a turtle, and then he comes here to help me gank this person. So he's gonna gank this person, so I'm gonna help him. So as long as it wasn't like a one shot, it was a 3 shot. So he used his ultimate, and used my gas on him, and we were able to 3-shot him. And anyway, he's a marksman, so he's not supposed to take a lot of damage. He's supposed to take a lot of damage. So here we go, and their Karina, their assassin, now that person is scary. So I think I could use my magic resist items to survive a one shot. So help my jungler over here and keep the push. So as we enter into the mid game here, level 10, I think everybody's pretty much in the same level because I only died once and this tower is about to die, but this Karina comes in and kills the enemies. So I use one of my releases to get a crowd there. She was crowd controlling and stunning me. So I used one of my cooldown releases to get out of it. So here we go, one of my teammates is out of there. And there's going to be a point where everybody starts speeding. But so far so good, and here comes her Karina again. She's got two buffs. She's got the red buff and she's got the blue buff. Even though we're both the same level, those buffs give her too much of an advantage, so I said, and then there's a teammate right there. So I backed up to a safe distance, not too close, but not too far, just to kind of beat them, but they left my lane, as you can see. So every time they leave my lane, I go ahead and continue the pressure. So to keep them kind of busy and chasing and rotating while I level up over here, while I'm getting the I'm getting my equipment over here, my upgrades, and get some experience. And here comes the Karina again. Decided to back out, so she just starts going after the minions that I push, and there's two assassins all of a sudden after me. So I said, I don't want none of that. That's going to be instant death. So it's really easy, as you can see, to avoid death. So you just push this, they go away, and then they waste their time coming back. So the strategy of this game is to have to get the advantage by having the enemy kind of switch back, chase the ball, waste a lot of time instead of leveling up, and be chasing kills. So you can see that they love to go chase kills, they love to engage, which is, so yes, it is part of the game, but there are times where you have to complete the objective, which is push this. So here we go. Nobody wants to take care of the tower, so I'm gonna push the advantage. I'm slowly methodically taking out the tower, and then finally shows up over here. So their marksman shows up and pushes me away. I'm worried that, and then the whole entire team on me. So we got 4 coming over here chasing the ball. Another one is trying to chase me, but I escape out of the way, use one of my cooldowns to the safety of my tower over here. So I'm gonna push this creep away, so to make sure, because that's usually what the tower targets. And here we go. I could see that the whole entire team is like right there. Whoa! Here they come, and I get. So the whole entire team is actually. The rest of my team shows up and they get a kill, and this is kind of like my time mode, because they all kind of wait until I'm dead and then they show up. So which is good. I think we got a kill, so that's my second death. So my problem was I got ambushed by the whole entire team. I didn't know, as you can see from the map, I didn't know that they were all just sitting there waiting for me. I didn't even have a chance to use any of my escapes because they kind of stack, or they kind of link or connect. Oops. They kind of connect the. So here I am to come back the stuns. If they change the stuns, then that's enough. So you can't use any of your special. So here we go. I'm back, and I decided to go on the opposite side and. So while they're in the middle, so that was my second death. So that was kind of, the first death was that instant kill. The second death was the ambush. So I'm gonna try to avoid doing that. Be careful on my in-game. I have to use my senses. I have to use my instinct. Like, are they ambushing me? I feel they are. Trust my spider senses. So as usual, the marksman comes up and knows that I'm pushing this lane, so one of them comes in and defends. So another one. So as you can see, the whole team is converging on my position over here because I'm pushing. So I noticed that their assassin is right here, so I decided to into a team fight. So get in here and get the kill and see if I can get their marksman, and nope, the tower is right there. So instead we go over here on the side, get another kill. So we get 2 kills and we get the advantage there. Layla just obliterates one of my teammates over here, but I see one of the enemy is doing a secret push. So we actually lost three mates to 2, so that was a good trade-off. So this is where it starts kind of going wrong, but you can see the score is still pretty even. And so I'm gonna go ahead and push this lane. And even though there's only 2 of us, keep the pressure on. I'm gonna use one of my releases because that's a Karina, that's the assassin. So I don't want any part of it. So at least I got the whole team to shift over to my side. And disengage. And once they disengage, I re-engage, and that buys enough time for my teammates to come back to life. So of course, my teammates start feeding again. It's really easy to stay alive in this game. You just have to be patient and
Team destroyed the turret.
a bad position. And we got a 2 for 2, so 2 of the enemies died and 2 of my teammates died. And then a 3rd teammate dies. So I find myself, face myself in the same situation again. And good news is the 3 of them died. So now there's 2 of them chasing me over here. I get this 3rd kill over there. And that pretty much saved the game right there. So I get the 4th kill. So my teammate gets 1 kill, everyone gets another kill, so we get the 2-man advantage over there. So while we have the advantage, I already pushed the bottom lane. So now my next project here is getting rid of the 2 towers here in the middle lane. I don't really like laning in the middle lane because it's too busy. So I decide to plenty of my teammates are gonna be there chasing kills in the middle, so I decided to go up to the top lane and so my teammates are saying attack the Lord, but I said the best thing for me to do is keep laning, and I noticed the whole team got into a team fight. One of my teammates dies. This assassin. But as you can see, 3 of my teammates died, and 2 of theirs died, and I was added to it. So we have a 3-2 trade-off here. So 3 of my teammates died, you can see 2 of their teammates died, and we are at a disadvantage. This is a 2 versus 3 situation. So the best thing for me to do is keep this thing pushed and keep the pressure on to this tower. So we're going to see about getting any team to shift over to my buying my teammates time to come back to life again. And as you can see, I can already sense that the whole team, 2 of them are going to be converging on me. So I decided to use one of my dashes to get in a better position. And keep pressure on here, and I'm gonna hopefully I'm hoping that I don't get ambushed, but I'm gonna do my releases here, and I'm getting nailed by the marksman over here, so I know she's got support. And teammates are back to life, so they get into the team fight in the middle, which I should get involved because there's so one of my teammates dies. They're fighting over the Lord, but I can't get in the middle of that now. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3 of my teammates dies and 3 others, so it was a 3 versus 3 scenario, and we lost the Lord, and my 4th teammate dies. So I'm the only one alive. They have a Lord that they called. I'm gonna see if I can take this out, and done. So they might have called the Lord, but at least I got at least I was able to take out that tower. So now there's extra pressure. So now I'm by myself. This is a long ass timer now. If you look 26 seconds before anybody comes back. So the 3 enemy is alive, and they're gonna be converging on me, which they are. so I
Our
decided to back
turret
out
has been destroyed.
in a safe distance. And here comes the Karina. We're using dashes to have an escape route. So here we go. She's chasing me. She's got the Lord right behind her, so I'm just running away. But the teammates get ready for the gank. They have a marksman right behind, so what they did was they went after the assassin behind the marksman. They decided to go after the marksman over there. We get 2 kills from that. But one of our teammates dies over there in the
Our
corner.
turret has been destroyed.
So at least
Our
the 3 of us
turret
are
has
still
been
alive, so we
destroyed.
decide to take this assassin. So we decide to go together. 4 of us are looking for this assassin. I see him, and I don't know if I should chase, but I get in a better
Our turret
position
has been
because they're going
destroyed.
after the bottom turret. And there I am with the marksman. Wait for my teammate to get the kill. So we worked together as a pretty good team over there. I was by myself for a while there, but I made the right disciplined decisions. Kind of stayed alive and kept pressure on at the same time. Slowed down the Lord. I was able to do all that by myself. Because if I would have died right there, it would have been instant loss. The death timer would have been enough time for the Lord and the enemy team to just. But the fact that I was able to save the game was number 1, that 1 kill that I made, and number 2, I was able to clear out the tower. There's captains that are going after us, but I have a pretty good kill already. And get the kill on this person over here.
You have slain
Get
an
the kill.
enemy.
So I think I got about 3 kills already, as you can see. And we were able to get the last tower. So now there's so they have no towers, and I've been in this position before. This is where you okay?
Launch attack.
So the position,
Ally has
so
been slain.
this what happens is people get impatient. They want to end the game, and you feel like you're gonna win. And over here is when my teammates decide to throw the game. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of my teammates are dead. So I'm the only one alive again, and 2 of theirs is alive. So they're chasing, and it's an assassin. So my job now is just to delay. And my only advantage is that they have no towers because I took all their towers down, and my teammates went back to life. That's how I was able to save the game over here, was just stay alive.
Attack
If
the
I would have
Lord.
died right there, that would have been another opportunity for the enemy to lose the game. So that's why it's important that I live and we are able to get this marksman over here. My teammate dies, but I was able to secure the kill. So we got a 1-for-1 situation. Actually, we don't have a 1-for-1 because 3 of my teammates decide to die again. My 2 other teammates decide to die. So we have what do we got here? 4 versus 3 situation. There's 3 of us. There's 4 of them. So I'm pushing this middle again.
Launch attack.
And my teammates over here are trying to chase a kill. So I'm going to try to support them. There's 3 of us right here. So I'm going to try to stick with them. There's no more turrets for me to push. So we're just going to try to get this kill and get we almost did it. Yeah. We know that person had immortality. So we were able to get 1 kill. And here we go. We're going to chase this one last kill. And we're going to get this assassin over here. And get another kill. So that's another. So we were able to save the day over here. The 2 of us. Now it's a 2 versus 1 situation. Getting nailed over here, so I'm trying to protect him. Trying to buy him time. He dies, but I'm gonna make this okay. So as usual, I am alive. I'm the lone survivor, but one of my teammates comes back to life. So now we have a 2 versus 1 situation. So another another point where I've got teammates that are they get impatient. They can't control themselves. They want to save kills, and if I do the same thing, then we'll get killed. So we're pushing this. Me and my teammate are gonna push this 2 versus 1. So we can't push the tower, so we got the minions over here. So I'm gonna see what I can do, and I can't do much because I'm just by myself and I have no range. But my teammate engages, and I use one of my releases, and so far we're almost in full. We have a 4 versus 4 situation, and so far I haven't died, and we'll see what happens here. So it's kind of anybody's game still. So both teams are alive now, 5 versus 5. We've got at least our advantage is we've got still 2 towers versus them. They don't have any towers. I'm getting hit by their marksman pretty hard. So the idea again is to keep them in their base, keep them pushed, and keep the pressure on, keep them separated, keep them from rotating, keep them from focusing, keep them from ganking. And here we go, my teammates decided to go after the Lord, so I decided to join them because there was no turrets for me to push, so they were constantly in defense. So that's why I decided to get back in the game and stay with my teammates. My teammates over here to get secure the kill. Are we trying to secure the kill? And the answer is no. And guess what happens? My whole entire team dies again. The good news is we got the Lord, but after getting the Lord, you would think that we just wait for the Lord and not get ganked or ambushed. So my whole entire team dies except for one. So I'm trying to escort the Lord. So that's another situation or another throw by my teammate, and I get the kill. So I'm able to even it up a little bit from 4 versus 2 to 3 versus 2 now, but I have to be careful and wait for my 3 dead teammates to come back. So I was able to even it up from 4 versus 2 to 3 versus 2 now. So the usual, I am going to stay alive, and I know it's 3 versus 2. So this marksman is just waiting for me to cross the midpoint of the map here, and my team. I was gonna gank that person, but he missed. That Veil on my mage missed the gank on the stun on that Layla. He was able to hit that stun. We would have gotten one easy kill. So because you can see. There's an enemy right there in the bushes just waiting to ambush. So he's going to ambush that. I saw that he came out of the bushes and decided to get involved. So he made a mistake right there. He was the one becoming impatient. Yeah, he had no teammates with him. But he was just sitting there waiting. When you're waiting for an ambush, you got this pressure to make something happen. And because you're getting behind and by just sitting there doing nothing and while we're pushing. So we have a 5 versus 1 situation now, and one of my teammates almost through, but Yulong gets a good stun on one of the enemy, but he was too close he was able to use his immortality, and one of my teammates dies again. So we had an advantage. We had a 1-person advantage, but instead the other team was able to turn around and kill 2 of my teammates. So now our 1-person advantage becomes their 1-person advantage, and it becomes a 2-person advantage now. So what we have again now is a 3 versus 2 situation. It's me and the mage, and versus their fighter, assassin, and marksman. So here we go again. They threw again for like the third or fourth time already. This is the same situation before. So now and my teammate dies, but I was able to avenge his death. Now it's me versus 3. Now there's 3 enemies alive versus 1 versus 3. It's a long death time. It would have been a 1 versus 4 if I didn't get that. If I didn't secure that kill. So now we're looking at everybody staring at me. I'm by myself again, looking at a 1 versus 3 situation. Luckily, the enemy team is gonna go after the Lord. Yeah, they're gonna go there. I can't go after the Lord myself, so I think they're going after the Lord themselves. So I decide to shift over to this side and make sure that they don't push. And oh, guess what? Watch this. They're going after the Lord. And guess who steals the Lord? And check out this steal. Yes, he gets the steal of the game. I knew that they were going after the Lord. So the 2 enemies are trying to do that. So they're pretty upset by themselves. I've been in that receiving situation. Everybody is like, they've been working on taking the Lord down. Then all of a sudden somebody steals it. So I get the play of the game again. I steal the Lord. And that pretty much seals the game over there. And one of my teammates dies as usual. So I get the kill, and I get the Lord, and I decide to push, and I decide to get with the Lord, but as you can see, the Lord died. And guess who dies again? My teammate dies again. And I decided to get in the pile and see if I can get kills, but instead I'm the one getting killed, and we get the kill over there, and we get another kill. So there's 2 of us here versus 2. So we got a 2 versus 2 situation. And the good news is I stayed alive. There was a nasty team fight. I got in the pile, but I was able to get out of it. And we are looking at a 2 versus 2 situation again. As you can see, after a while, because they have no turrets, they weren't defending, the reinforced minions were able to get the victory. So it was a war of attrition. I wasn't after the glory. I wasn't after the kills. I was just systematically, methodically, and pushing and taking out the turrets, and as you could see, keeping them busy. And because they were so busy that our minions, reinforced minions, slowly killed their turrets. It's not glorious, but it gets the job done. And as you could see, I get the MVP. And there were so many situations where I had to, by staying alive, I was able to save the team, even though they threw like half a dozen times. Anyway, that's the recent gameplay, and as you can see, it's with the score is 46-48. We still came back from behind, even though we died more times. We still had the advantage because about halfway through the game, they didn't have any more towers, and that was the way I was staying alive. And taking down the towers was the way that I was erasing the mistakes that my whole team was making. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in the next gameplay video. Stop recording.